Welcome back to another episode of Fearless Evolution. Today I have a good friend of mine, Austin aalcorn, the official GOAT, coming back to bless us for a second episode. We have so much to talk about today. Really what's going on with the real estate market, why you should hire a realtor, and the importance of working with someone like Austin aalcorn. Let's get into it.
I think we can kind of stay on the topic of real estate. My biggest thing that I've been working on is the disconnect between broker, agent, and client. So I guess the main thing or the topic that I will touch on a lot today is just information and client, and there's a big disconnect there. And what I mean by that is the information.
Yeah.
So why don't people want to work with an agent? Why don't people want to work with a realtor? Well, that's usually because, he's going to scam me. Why am I paying him 3%? What does he do? Yeah, what does he do? Dude, I have the conversations now. Why should I list the house with you? I can list it and sell it myself.
Can you?
Yeah, you can. It's called a for sale by owner. You can sell your home by yourself. But again, to each his own.
Yeah.
You're selling it on your own. But again, there's a disconnect. There's a lot of things that the agent can bring to the table as far as helping.
Yeah.
Market updates.
Yeah.
When you reach out to a lot of these third-party companies, title companies,
Yeah.
appraisers, loan officers, they're going to be a lot more open to work with the agent instead of
dealing with you,
that owner.
if you don't know how to
Also,
navigate
the
it.
owners can't put the property on the MLS. You need an agent to put it on the MLS. So, I mean, in the last 20 seconds, I just gave you 30
All the
reasons
game.
why you should work with a realtor. But
there you go. That's a great title for an episode. Why you should work with a realtor.
I think that's it. And to circle back on kind of like the update from the last session was, our topic was going from detailer to commercial real estate. So circling back, I guess, quick update. 'Cause it's been a while as far as like what we've done. Or the last time we sat down.
When was that? Like 6 months ago?
Dude, it had to be a little of a couple months. Yeah, top of the year.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but so it started commercial. That's kind of what I jumped into. And as you saw in my posts, I've been doing, everything residential, and they're two different things.
100%.
But long story short, the brokerage or the firm that I was with, it just didn't have the training structure that I needed as the new agent. So nothing against, that broker, and, I've seen that a lot in the commercial side. So I've left that firm and just started reaching out to any brokerage that I could find, bro, on Indeed, on other agents, just, who can I soak up game from? And then this firm reached out, residential firm, signed up with them, and they had
How'd they
all
find
the
you?
training. I applied on Zillow.
Oh, okay.
Or, no, not Zillow. Indeed.
Oh,
Indeed.com. I applied on probably, had to be 10 or more different brokers, just anywhere I can get in.
Yeah.
Because there's also a time frame of when you aren't working or when you're not with a broker that it gets tricky. Like you've got to be with a broker, before your license. There's some things there as far as it like stalling or freezing. Like you've got to be active or be with a firm to even practice. So leaving the commercial side, I couldn't work with any agents. I couldn't do anything as an agent without the broker. So had to find a new one. I found this one. It's called Fathom Realty, and the training has been crazy.
Let's go.
It's been really, really good. So I jumped on that. I've been doing all the courses, the different classes, signed up to be a realtor, which was this whole membership that I didn't even really know about until now. That was a whole thing. But I came to realize, per our conversations in the beginning of this, there's a big disconnect on all levels, from broker to agent. There's not really any training there to make the agent successful. From agent to client, the agent's not really showing the client what they're bringing to the table or how they can help or why it's worth investing in the agent. So there's a disconnect in all three. And my idea, or something that I've been obsessed with lately, is curating something to fix all that. So what I have in mind is almost like an open house, but open houses are very boring. Like you just walk in, there's the agent, maybe 2 or 3 people in the house,
Right.
and there's nothing going on.
It's a revolving door all day, right? Or
I don't know if you've ever been in an open house, but
yeah, a couple.
it's pretty slow.
Yeah.
My idea is like almost turning it into like an event, like a wine mixer. So
That's a good idea.
my idea is I'm hosting the event. I'm one of the speakers of the event, and as my presentation, it'll be a live market update, what's going on today compared to last year. And it's the market saying it, not me.
Yeah.
And then presenting myself and my services, and then bringing on speakers that are part of the transaction. So my idea is create an event, and everyone that's in it is a part of the transaction. So there's a loan officer that's speaking. There is an appraiser that's speaking. There's inspectors that's speaking.
To like potential home buyers, basically?
Yeah, the room is full of anything. Potential home buyers, potential home sellers, anyone that even is looking or interested in real estate.
Yeah.
It kind of serves something to everybody.
Yeah.
If you're looking to buy, I'm giving you a live update on the market, so you know what's going on in the market, and then every part of that transaction is on the stage behind me. If you're looking to sell, you need to know the market.
Yeah.
You need to know everyone behind me as far as part of the transaction.
Right.
And working with an agent, the first thing you ask them is, well, how are you going to show my home? How are you going to present it to people?
Yeah.
Well, look at this event.
Right.
So I'll host these events in my listing. So it sells to the buyer, it sells to the lister. And for those that know nothing about real estate and just want to get a lick of it or a taste, that's there too.
Yeah.
The update is there.
Right.
To do anything in real estate, you need to know what's going on in real estate.
Right.
To do anything in business,
Yeah.
you need to know what's going on in business.
Literally.
So I'm curating this thing, and it's interesting because it's just naturally all coming together. I had the idea of doing it, and then was like, well, why not bring the specialist in? Because what I noticed as the agent, you're the point guard of this whole thing. Like, I'm not the loan officer. I'm not any of those things that I just mentioned. I'm just the person to bring that to what we're doing. We're looking for a home. Let's go look at homes. We need an appraisal on it. I got an appraiser.
Yeah.
You have some questions on what kind of loans are available.
Yeah.
I got a loan officer.
Yeah.
I'm just pulling the plays together as the agent. So I'm seeing that none of this is happening, but that checks all the boxes. And interestingly enough, I had a meeting last week with a loan officer, and she's all aboard. And her first question was, well, how are you going to fund this? Like, you need to get the venue, you need to get food, you need to get media, you need to get, like, the speakers. How are you doing this? And I was thinking, well, the people speaking, well, why not just open a sponsorship?
Yeah.
Like, the speakers and each sponsor brings something to the table. So the first sponsor can assist with the venue. Then I'm not coming out of pocket to get the venue. We need food, right? The next sponsor can assist with the food.
Yeah.
And I don't now have to get food. I don't have to get food. It's not on my books.
Yeah.
You're the sponsor sponsoring it. So now you've got that expense to write off.
Yeah.
And then you've got the room to work and market it. So it's interesting because it's a
But
room.
wouldn't you want to do like it at, like you said, like a property that you're listing anyway, and then you have like a free space to host it in?
It's interesting because I want to do it as an open house or at listings, but a part of me doesn't because the liability. I'm looking at both sides, and I'm interested, like, if anyone responds to this on their opinion, because as the agent, that would work because,
they're seeing it,
listing.
Yeah.
But as the homeowner, do you want yes, you want all of those people in, but do you want all of those people in? You know what I mean? I think it would depend on the homeowner.
Something on like some dumbass show, like my wife was watching like selling Malibu or selling something, like, you know, they were in whatever New York part of fuck, I don't even remember, but somewhere in New York where all the fucking billionaires have their summer houses, and that's what they did. I mean, they like threw an event at the house that was listing, but this is like a multi-million-dollar summer, you know, $10-15 million big ass event house.
To do that, because I'm thinking it's got to be like 20 to 50 people. To have that, you need a million plus home. Like the home's got to be big.
It has to. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm either thinking it'll be a really nice listing and it'll work, and I get the leverage of, hey, look, it's a listing, or keep it consistent and pick a venue. You see what I'm saying? Like which one? That's kind of what I've been stuck on with the event. The name I got, everything is done. The name, the flyers, everything is done. Before we leave, I'll send it to you as well, because I'm interested in working with you on it. Like I want to pitch.
Yeah, like immediately, I feel like, so I have a client. His name's Mickey Griffin. He's a real estate investor. He does like $1 million+ homes like all the time, and he had a really dope house. It was like $3 million. It was in it's like off town square in like some private community. It was dope. It was a really nice house. And I feel like if I was like, yo, we're going to do an event here, it's going to help market the property, there'll be 50+ people, because he had it all staged and all set up and everything, and like like we're cool as fuck, so he would be like, all right, cool, yeah, you think it'll help? I'll be like, fuck yeah. And then we could get however many people there.
I know
he would be down.
Help,
like
bro.
We would just have to like
we would
just have to be the responsibility of like cleaning the fucking place and making sure, like, you know, there's like, but you just hire staff for that, like a fucking work.
You don't
like,
hire nothing, they sponsor. Because the thing is, like, there's leverage as far as a sponsor. Like, there's something in the event for them. And if not, we can pay. If it's a cleaning, cool, we can pay.
Yeah,
but
you know what I mean? You
like the media,
like
the speakers, the food, like all of that. Instead of having a sponsor pay for the food, I'm going to go directly to a restaurant and say, yo, this is my idea. This is what I'm doing. Do you want to sponsor it? And now we got the food catered, and I'm not paying for it. Sponsors aren't paying for it. And now that restaurant has access to that event as far as marketing.
Yeah, see, even like somewhere like really local, like if like let's say
had to be a
right
local
there,
spot.
like fucking town square, like, you know, fucking something that's right there. Like, hey, this is the community that's like in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you fucking need to sponsor that. Like, and I think you could get. So this is the thing, bro. You can get anything from anyone, anytime. You just have to sell them on the vision and the idea. And if you could frame it in a way that they're gonna benefit exponentially, they're gonna be fucking stoked. They're gonna be like, yeah, let me fucking do it for you, right? And so like, of course it'll work. Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
It's done. I just got to present it. Even, like I said, I got it ready for you. I just didn't print it out. It's all on my phone. When we're done here, we've talked lightly here, but like name all the information. I think it would be really good. I want to create that event and then create actually something for the sponsors. So not only do you have that room to work, but as they come in, I collect the data. So now that I have the data of those 50, you get it as the sponsor. And after, you can now retarget them in ads or
emails,
cold calls, whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's actually
so there's tons of leverage for those that sponsor.
Yeah, I was...
And then you don't think especially for you, you're a media company.
Yeah.
So there's somebody in the room that needs a picture of their house, bro.
Yeah,
so your payment is somebody in that room.
Literally.
Your payment, you can cold call them. They're going to walk up to you.
Yeah.
They're going to, if they see you walking around with the camera, not only are they going to ask you for work later, I'm positioning this in a way that, okay, the media team is here to record the event and to record me.
Right.
But I want to speak with a media company too, so we can leverage on the speakers or work on the speakers.
Right.
And I'm presenting all of these things to certain people with a certain mentality, and I'm presenting it to you because I know how you know how to work the room. For example, you're coming in, you're sponsoring the event, but the first bait on the hook is, you don't think any of those sponsors or speakers are going to want a clip of what they just said?
Well, no, there's a huge value in that, for sure. Like, not only that, so let me tell you a story. Is top of the year, maybe it was like October or something like that. It was right when we opened up this place. I did this dude Tyler Fierro. He has like a coaching consulting business. He coaches how to coach people, whatever. Like,
the coach's coach.
He's the coach's coach, literally, and he's fucking crushing it, bro. This dude's making stupid money. So, anyways, he had an event at his house, and he asked me to speak at it regarding like the personal brand, and I just knew that I was gonna benefit from it. Like, like he didn't pitch anything crazy. He was like, there's a fucking audience. It was like 100+ people. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do the thing, right? Like, so I prepared this dope ass speech, like, and I practiced it like I was like about to do a show, like a rap show, right? Fucking nailed all the punchlines, memorized it, like, bro, I was like pacing back and forth here, just practicing it. And so I nailed it. I got it like fucking perfect, right? And I performed this fucking speech and bro, like, stole the whole show. Like, that was my plan. I was like, my fucking goal is to steal the show, right? And
As it should be.
And I stole the show. I stole it. And from that fucking speech, like, over the last, since I did it, like, maybe 6 months ago, because of that direct speech, it's probably made me, like, $5,000, which is not, like, a crazy a lot, but, like, the chain of events that it's connected. And not only that, I met a really, really dope, like, relationship, business relationship that I think is going to turn into, a lot more, maybe 60, 70, 80,000. Like, so like, we'll see how it goes. But because that's the power of events. And so it's funny that you brought that up because we're sponsoring 2 events, for the Pod Place, not as Pathfinders. Like, Pod Place is its own like new business that we're trying to get out there in the street. Pathfinder's good. Like, they don't need clout, but, so yeah, and that's the whole idea is to get a few minutes, bro, like to talk to a group of people to steal the show and like get them to follow. I call it the Oscar show or like the Pod Place. Like, as long as I get their eyes onto our social shit, they're like, doesn't matter when they'll buy. Like now or a year from now or 10 years from now, like that's it. So it's just like I see a ton of value in what you're like saying. I think it'll be a hit. I think it'll be a great time. I think some great connections will be made. Like, what is preventing you from doing it yesterday?
Nothing. It's
done.
It's already in play.
We scheduled it out.
I'm putting the people that are a part of it, and then finding the venue, where I'm going to do it. But I don't think that is easier than finding the people to collaborate. And I don't mean people to come in. I mean the sponsors.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to just like be a part of it. For example, Pathfinder as the media team on it. Like, I don't want it to stop there. Like, I want you to also speak. Speaker, each person that's collaborating to the event will speak.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
they want
present your thing. And if that's not what then this isn't for you. It takes a certain mindset to like do what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And I see it, and when I see it, like I'm gravitate towards it. And people are always asking me, like, how do you do business? Like, you don't do big ads, you don't run all these videos. My business is on this. Yeah. Like, I've known you for
a long time. Like 5 or 6 years.
Forever. For a long time.
Yeah. It was pre-COVID, I think.
Most of my clientele is that way.
Yeah.
And the ads, all of that thing, all of those work. I know it works, but I'm built on this. And it goes full circle. So with that event, I want it to then roll over into that podcast show I was telling you about. I'll be able to create that podcast show with the speakers. The speakers at the event can now come down here and dive even further into what they're talking about in the podcast.
100%.
So it all just boom, boom, boom. And then I hate doing the media. I know how important it is. I can do it.
You do a pretty good job.
I can do, but I can do way better. Like, I can do good. But, like, it's good, but it's time to put fuel on the fire type thing. This checks the box. Yeah. Like, bro, if you have the media team there gathering all of the content from that event, and I want to do an event every 30 days, I will never have to gather content.
That's a good idea, yeah. That's a great idea, actually.
You gather all of that, send it to me, I post it how I want to post it, or we can work together on however it comes out. But if I'm doing this every 30 days, what real estate content do I need to record? None.
No, every 30 days to pull off something like that.
And then I become the authority. Who's doing
100%.
that? Who's having open events like that? Who's bringing the city in? Not just, I'm hosting it. No, I'm not shooting the videos. I'm not. And again, it goes back. This is what the agent's supposed to do.
Right. Just facilitate.
The agent's the point guard.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna list your house and take the pictures.
Yeah.
Like I can take good pictures, but I got someone that can take them way
Yeah, I mean,
better
that's,
while I'm going to get another listing for you to take pictures of when you're done with this one.
100%. Yeah.
So it's a point guard thing, but it's hard to play point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can be traumatizing. It can be this. It can be that.
Well,
but you just got to work through it.
That's just the next level. I mean, bro, like that's just anybody that's at the next level is like that's what they do. Like all the solar reps, you know, I've been doing that for a long time. Like that's how you get to the next level is like being able to facilitate. Really, it's being able to get something to the end. Like, cause really, that's what any success in life is like getting a project to the end. And like when you start with a house, you got to get that motherfucker to close. Same with a solar deal. You got to get that motherfucker to close. There's all kinds of shit. There's permits, there's customers, there's inspections, there's installers. Like, so you just got to navigate that shit to get it to close. And anything at that higher level, like, that's just the skill you have to develop. But then when when higher level people respect that, like see that game in you and they could tell that you're already a good point guard, like, you know what I mean? That you're already out here doing shit on your own. That's when you attract the next level of people in which I've been chopping it up with these people, like, you know, making real relationships. Like they fuck with me. Like these people that I like almost look up to me are looking at me as like a peer, which is what trips me out. I talk to Judy about. It's like, look, I feel like I'm about to horizon that like fucking that next, like, you know, the Cullinan, the fucking crib, I feel like I'm there because the people that are there are looking at me as a peer, like at a really, and I could see it in their eyes. So I'm like, if I'm their peer, then that means like I'm about to crest, like, well, you know.
Answer this question, because this is my thought. I believe, or what do you believe? Which do you believe is more important, experience or authority? I believe authority is more important because of what you just said, or even what I'm trying to do. With that event, I become the authority. I haven't even closed the deal yet. Like, I'm completely new agent. I don't know if, like, people can tell or this, that, and the third, but it's like, dude, authority outweighs experience every day. And when you can combine the two, watch out.
Well, so what's more important, authority or
experience?
Well, I think they're almost like, like you said, like they combine the two. It's like you kind of, one amplifies the other and it like makes them more potent. But I think, bro, like, I swear to God, I've been diving into it in a lot of conversations. It's the level in which you develop yourself is the secret. So like how much knowledge you consume, how much information you consume, how much action you take and get feedback and fail and adapt and create and move forward. It's how much you can expand your consciousness is what I think it is. Like, because when your consciousness is expanded and then you've gained confidence from all the like failure, all the attempts, because when you get, so I had this idea, when you expand your consciousness, what happens is you create hope. And when you create hope, then you begin to have belief. And then when you have a little bit of belief, you're brave enough to take the action. Then you take the action and you fail and you gather feedback and then you try again and then you know, however many times. That's the cycle. And so the reason why it's so important to like develop yourself and consume books and new information and learn and make yourself better every single day is because then you start to believe new beliefs and be brave enough to try new shit. And then sometimes it works. Like 99% of the time it doesn't work, you know? And then you're like, oh, fuck, this motherfucker's working. Like, you know? And then you just need a couple of those and then you start to elevate and everything works out around you. But I think that it's the number one pillar to it is the self-development. And what you're doing, like, right, you're consuming the courses, you're learning a new skill, you're brave enough to try a brand new fucking trade that you never did, like, you know? And going on that trajectory is what will create the success. And so like I don't think, I mean, experience and authority come hand in hand, but like the reason people will believe you have those things is like based on your confidence and then your depth of understanding of the environment or just the business or whatever, like, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, when you understand it deeply and you could speak on it, like, stand on your shit because you know it, then motherfuckers like, oh, well, he knows what he's talking about. Like, you know?
Well, I think that's why the events is great, but also the media is great, and why podcast is working. Because, you know, with the two different businesses, the detailing and real estate, I know, like, they really go hand in hand. When I slow down with detailing, it's because there's a disconnect from knowledge and value and the client. It doesn't, because I'll have clients, dude. I've got a client that is every Friday.
Yeah.
And there is no discount, and he pays full price, and he's always adding something on, and you think, okay, he's paying more than people paying utilities on the car
weekly.
He sees the value, but his neighbor will say, well, $100, $150, $200, like, that's way too much.
Yeah.
And it's not too much. They just don't understand what I'm bringing to the table. And same thing with the agent.
Exactly.
I'm not giving you 3%. Like, bro, I'll sell it myself. Well, like, no, you just don't know. You're ignorant to, like, what's being brought to the table, and that's not the client's fault.
Yeah.
That's the business's fault.
Well,
and that's the thing that people don't want to eat up. They don't want to learn how to develop this. They don't want to make themselves vulnerable with this event.
Yeah.
Especially being new. Like, bro, the questions that are going to be flying at me, but it's, again, point guard, loan, what's the interest rate, this, that, and the third. That's not a question for me.
Yeah.
That's a question for the loan officer.
Yeah, which is coming up next. Thank you.
Right
here. You know.
So if you play it right, you know, you don't have to get punched in the mouth, but it's interesting to me.
I would say, like,
because they go hand in hand.
Based on that thought, it's like, if people don't see your value, that's not a you problem at all. It's just like the market. It's just like, I don't fuck with that market. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, and I think, especially on the mobile detailing side, it's like you've been doing it for so long, like, that you can, you know, choose to work with who you want to work with.
For sure.
And that's with any business. Like, but you have to earn to that level. And it's not like being too pretentious or anything. It's just like for me, bro, like, I am getting to the point where I'm like, I know what it's going to take to do that. And, like, you know, and it's just like, I don't know how to say this elegantly enough for me, because it is very pretentious. But it's like, I only work with people that I look up to. Mm-hmm. And then if I don't, like, look up or respect you, it almost doesn't matter how much money you want to pay me, because I'm like, dog, I don't want to do it. Because, like, I don't want to spend time with you. And I don't have anything I can learn from you. Yep. And so if you want to give me $5,000, like, I'll do it. But even when I do that, bro,
it's always a headache,
teeth.
Bro.
It's pulling fucking teeth.
As soon as you say yes, it's a headache. Oh, so Tuesday, can I meet you Wednesday morning?
It's just and, like, whatever sense. It's just even if it's, like, smooth, it's just, like, not energizing. Yeah, you know. And if what I'm realizing is, like, the shit that energizes me the most, it's what's getting me the furthest ahead anyway. So it's like, why am I wasting time on? And you know what it is for me? I thought about this deeply the other day. It's the fear of loss. The fear of loss, because there's a contract, right? Safe contract, long term, pretty decent money. 5 years ago, I would have fucking sucked dick for that contract, like, you know? But now, it's like, it's just pulling me away from shit that I'm not stoked about, you know? And I'm like, fuck. But it's secure, it's safe, it's long-term, it's good money. And there's a part of me that just, I almost don't want to do it, like, you know? Because it's like, it's not terrible, but and maybe I am being pretentious. Or maybe I need to grow the team. I mean, maybe I just need to grow the team, but that's also the part is they don't want anyone else. They want me, right? It's like, I could have somebody fucking here, no problem, next Tuesday, you know, but...
I've dealt with that forever. I know exactly what you mean.
You know, and...
I think it's also, like, the way your business is built. Like, some people will build the business on completely just scaling.
Yeah, without
numbers. Like,
even
they don't
not
care.
Involved,
Yeah, their face isn't in it.
Yeah.
Yours, or at least, you know, I speak on mine, my face is all over it. I'm on the phone call, I'm in the shaking hands. Like, the experience is me.
Right.
It's not the service.
Yeah.
And that's just the way I've built it, though.
Yeah.
But I think a part of that is just knowing that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, since I'm not built on being built out.
Yeah.
One, I got, price has to be accordingly to where, it's justified.
Sense, right.
But you then get to pick who you work out with.
Yeah.
Who you're spending your time, who you're exchanging your energy with.
That's what it ultimately is. Because like you said, people who appreciate it, you're like stoked to fucking go there every Friday. They're stoked about it. It's good. Everyone's happy. So yeah, I mean,
and most of the time, those same individuals, they want to feed you the information.
Yeah, they're
those
give
that you were mentioning of giving you a hard time or not, you feel like it's off. Those are usually the ones that are take.
Yeah, what
on a lot of different levels.
Yeah, I think it's just like when I look at it, it's just me servicing people that I want to exchange energy with is like what it comes down to. And then whoever I don't want to exchange energy, then I just need to build that. I mean, I have it. I do have the second layer level of fulfillment that's like under me doing all the process, and I just had to stand on it. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be like, all right, this is it, bro. This is who's coming. This is who you get, and that's that. Like, you don't like it, fucking find another company.
Keep on stepping in the box and adjusting, as you said earlier.
Yeah.
Like, it's never like all of a sudden one idea and we have it figured out. I'm changing stuff all the time, every day,
that's
multiple times a day.
That's how I look at business too. It's
People
just like
an
experiment, bro.
You never are set in stone. Like, well, because it's not working the way I want it to.
If this ain't working, then you gotta change it.
Until then, Jack, it's getting changed.
Once you crack something, though, you just gotta. Then it's like you only need one thing to super crack ever. Like, and then once you got it down, it's like you got it down, and that's that. You just gotta maintain the
yourself.
Yeah, the monotony of consistency. Like, once you figure it out, it's just like, all right, this is how you fucking dig for gold, and then you're just like bored of digging for gold all the time. Like,
there's gotta be a better way.
Fuck. But I mean,
I've been at that spot before and multiple times, not just simply just wanting more, but just feeling like there is so much more.
Dude, you know what? I just randomly remembered a story from the book The Law of Human Nature, and I'll try to tell it like as unbutchered as possible. But there was this Egyptian, what are they, fucking pharaoh, whatever, and he had two sons or cousins or something, two family members, and he was like, I'm gonna finance both your guys' fucking pyramids so you could be pharaohs for yourself. And two guys were like, fuck yeah, they were both stoked, right? One guy was like, all right, I'm going to work immediately. Started fucking moving the big ass stones, like drawing them over, like getting to it. And the other guy didn't do shit, or he thought he wasn't doing shit. He was like coming up with the plan. He's like, I'm coming up with the plan. And the other guy's like, a year went by. He's like, he almost got the bottom of his foundation built. Another guy still didn't move a fucking thing. His land was empty and it was just like barren. And the other brother was like, bro, you better fucking start on your shit, because like he's gonna, I'm gonna be a king and da-da-da, giving him shit, right? The other guy, second year goes by, I'm working on the plan. So by the second year, his whole fucking bottom foundation is, right? And these are big, like fucking 30-ton stones, right? He's like, all right, he's figured out. The guy was super fit from like moving all the stones and shit, but he figured out like, fuck, getting him to the second layer is like not strong enough. It's too fucking hard. He's struggling, and he has to like get more people. And so he thinks like, all right, well, fuck, maybe if I work out more, I'll fucking get stronger and I can push it up. So he starts working out more and like still not doing it. So third year comes, and the first guy's kind of at the same thing. And third year comes, the guy with zero, nothing. He comes back and he has this fucking contraption. He like built this contraption, and then boom, in a week he lays the whole second foundation. Boom, the second fucking week, second foundation. And the guy's still over there like fucking lifting weights, like trying to get to the second fucking thing. And by the third week, he had built like his whole fucking pyramid. And the pharaoh was like, cool. He fucking gave him all his money and his riches and furnished his whole fucking palace. And the other guy spent the rest of his life. Like, so the next 40 years, the dude just was eating grapes and fucking bitches, like, and this guy for 30 years fucking died trying to move his stone. So the moral of the story is to like, I think in the beginning, myself and yourself as well in the business, it's there's like a virtue to it. Like, you know, like, yeah, I'm the fucking guy moving the stones. Like, these other guys. I remember thinking that, like, hating agencies, because I was like, they're not even doing the work. Like, you know, how are you going to hire an agency? They're not even doing it. And I would be like, I'm the guy fucking doing it out here in the field. Then you have to grow and evolve beyond that thought. Like, you know, you have to learn new information and adopt a new belief and a new understanding of, like, systems and businesses and foundations that allows you to move past that and leverage time and people and structure deals in a manner in which you can do that and become a better leader to, like, develop people to be able to articulate. They say, like, no one's going to do it 100%, but at least 80% is, like, you got a good A player, you know? So
most people don't even want the result of 100% anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll work on cars or something. They don't even and do something special. Like, bro, you didn't notice that. Oh, it looks good. Or they won't even look at it. Oh, yep, looks good. It's like, dude, they just want action.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
They just want the ball rolling. They don't even care if it is 60%.
Yeah.
70%. But
Yeah.
I like that story. It's interesting because that's exactly what happens. You start working and then it's just, well, I got to work harder and I got to do more and sell more and it's not
do more cars
that.
and do more shit. Yeah.
It's not that at all. You said it perfectly in the beginning of just working on you.
Yeah.
That's the mission in life.
Yeah.
Anything outside of that is outside of that.
You just get 1% better every single fucking day. Not even,
and things fall into place. Like this idea for that event that we were talking about, like, dude, I had that light bulb in an extra class that I paid for my Realtor class, as an agent.
Yeah.
Like, it was just an extra class. I didn't even need it. And I'm in the class. It was a seller's representative specialist. So it's a certification. So I'm in the class, the speaker's speaking, and then the loan officer last week that I had a meeting with, and that is going to help with it as well, did her presentation. The same thing. But in front of the agents, I said, ding, why are they doing this in front of again, disconnect.
Yeah.
Why are you, the loan officer, doing your presentation in front of the agents? We're not even your clients.
Yeah.
We bring you the clients, but we're not your client. You need to be doing this presentation. That's what I told her at the presentation. Like, that was my pitch. Like, I loved what you did, and I loved that you were giving us that information, but that information needs to be given to my clients, not me.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
And it's not for me to relay it to my client because I'm not the loan officer.
Right.
So what am I going to do? All right, Oscar, here's her number. Give her a call. Ask her the questions, and then I'm going to follow up with you next week. Yeah. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Yeah. Like, do you already see the disconnect there? It's like, no, every month, if you're interested in real estate, I heard you talking about it. Here's my flyer. Every month, this is what I host, and it's on there. It's free food. We have speakers that are all part of the transaction, and we have a live market update. It's a 3-hour event. Come by.
You got to get a DJ with some speakers and shit,
dude,
too.
It'll be...
I know
it'll be DJ, it'll be a backdrop, it'll be, it's going to be a full...
Your family already does that shit, bro. You got the
saying.
Plug, dog, on all that shit.
We got it all. So now it's just roll it into real estate.
Yeah.
And I think it not only opens the door for me as the agent, but opens the door for everybody that's involved naturally. I don't have to pay for the events because I have sponsors. The sponsors want to be a part of it because I'm giving them the data, the room, the content. Every part of business I'm giving you in that room. You don't have any clients to talk to. You don't do any prospecting. Well, come to my event. I do it every 30 days. It's a room of 100 people that want to buy, sell, or learn about real estate. Like, bro, how would you not eat that up?
I mean, for sure.
So
that'd be sick.
Put the plays together.
100%, bro.
I think it'll be not even I think I know it'll be impactful. It's just got to put it together.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone I've put it in front of is like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
That should be. And then they'll say, well, what about this? What about this? Like, already taken care of.
Yeah.
Like, it's good. We just
want to
be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where it's at. So
let me know the date, dog.
Yeah, I think it'll be really good. And,
sure.
But yeah, that's where I've been. Disconnect between business and the clients, and we got to inform the clients on all businesses. My detailing business, my real estate business, bro, it applies to every business. Your business,
Yeah.
The better we can connect value to the client, they'll give us any amount of money.
100%.
The
Yeah,
same
that's the
reason
whole
Louis
fucking
Vuitton
thing.
can get however much, or Rolex can get however much for a watch, bro. It's the value. It tells the same time as my Apple Watch.
It actually doesn't. I feel like the Apple Watch tells better time, because sometimes I forget to set it, or I won't set it exactly. It's like a minute.
That's a
minute
different
off.
conversation.
Yeah.
The time doesn't matter. You just know what time it is. It's time.
You just know the time it is.
It's
Yeah.
showtime. But
It's showtime, baby.
Bro, that's it. They bring value, and people understand it.
Yeah, bro.
It's that simple.
Yeah, I hear you. So, have you been navigating, like, as far as attracting clients and stuff into the real estate business?
A lot of stuff. Well, everything now that I've been doing has just been like foundation based. I honestly haven't really done much marketing at all.
Yeah.
Everything has been like classes, courses,
Yeah.
different meetings with different parts of the transaction, just so
Yeah.
I can have a better understanding of it. And then working on the event. The event for me is the marketing.
Yeah.
Like, I can do the videos, I can do the market updates, we can, do one here, whatever it may be, but at the end of the day, that same information is at the event.
Yeah.
So I want to do the event, and then all the stuff online is coming from stuff that we record at the event.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was going to say, how do you...
That'll naturally pull everyone in. You want to buy a house? Well, all the information you need is at the event. You want to sell it?
Yeah.
Everything's there. You don't know nothing about real estate and want more information?
Yeah.
It's like...
We run, for Mickey, lead gen campaigns, and they work. I feel like they would work better for for as a personal brand, like, hey, I'm gonna, whatever the offer is. But for him, we're like, just want to buy like off market deals. And so the cost per leads are fucking expensive. I mean, reasonable ones like $30 to $45 per lead, which is really fucking high, because pod place leads are like $7, So like, it's
even that. If I were to do ads or any sort of visual for it, again, I would feed the event.
The event, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
drive
even
traffic to
push
the event.
me as an agent. I would just drive traffic to that
event.
Learn me there.
It's like the webinar method. It's like the same, except
and
for
then
live event.
The lead is just it's just a
once
broad,
they like
broad
generate,
campaign.
Yeah, once they generate.
We just shoot that one time. We can shoot that here. It can be here.
Yeah,
it can be out front.
You could do it at an event. You could do like the first one.
We can do the first one at the event.
Yeah.
And part of the event too, I want to do interviews. Like, I want to do a recap video. I obviously want to do an interview, but I want to interview the speakers.
Yeah.
And then they're part of the recap video.
Yeah.
I want to do that so that they ask you for their own individual private. That's my agenda behind this. Get you there so that somebody there asks for a private video while we're there.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah.
You're now making 3 or 4 videos off of one event for 2 different people.
Everything is just relationship, even relationship capital. Like, bro, like it's insane. Even if you do free videos for those people, it's like
it's natural marketing.
Yeah, then they owe you one. It's just the universe.
Exactly. That's
bro,
the
you know
whole
how many
thing.
OU
It's
ones
all
I got
free.
out in the fucking universe? A lot. With people that are influential, so
it won't stop.
I tell them all the time, like, you owe me one.
It's a real thing. It's a real
more
thing.
valuable, bro. If, like, for example, like a billionaire guy, right? It's more valuable for, instead of him paying me whatever amount, right? But you just owe me one.
Mm-hmm.
You just owe me one. That's so much more valuable, because the OU one could be used to make a play that's 10, 20, 30 million like times, So like,
for sure.
So
it's so much more than money. Well, all those people you're referring to, they don't move because of money.
Yeah, they don't.
They move because of
like
the
project that they're excited about. That's what because they don't need to get up in the morning for money at all.
How can they help somebody?
Yeah,
They're already helped themselves.
Or whatever. Everyone has their own motives, but whatever like project they're excited about. I think that's just what it is. And And that's really the superpower, I think, to creating your reality is like just work on projects you're excited about. Like, for example, like this event. If you're super stoked on it, just work on that, bring it to life. And you know what? Ironically, that same skill of you like putting all the pieces together to bring this event to life, to execute it, is the same fucking skill to like get a homeowner from like not being a homeowner to like it. It's just like a fucking skill in the universe to like create. Like if you could create at a high level, bro, it's insane. And I don't know, just I was about to go on a wild tangent. Do you have something to say? Because I was about to go spin way fucking off sideways.
Because that's how it happens, bro. Opportunities don't pop up if you aren't out.
Yeah, you've
gotta make room for them.
The skill, I think for me personally, like the skill I've been developing is like to bring an idea to here, but you might fail at, like, you know what I mean? You might like have the idea and then you like comes out and it's like a fucking turd and you're like, well, that was a fucking turd. All right, we'll try that one. Like, you know, like, and just doing it over and over again and like shortening that loop, bro. Like I said, I had a guy came in here and do a podcast about government contracts. 7 days. In 7 days, I submitted like fucking like $1.2 million worth of bids. Submitted. One reached out back for $118,000. Yep. Like within that, like I shortened the gap like as quickly as possible for a real opportunity. And it's anything. It doesn't have to be that. And again, back to why I think self-development is so fundamental to like get to anything you desire is because if you don't develop your consciousness enough and your understanding, like when an opportunity presents itself, you don't see it. You're like, it just fucking, you're like, don't even realize, it's like over your head. You're just like sitting there.
Ignorant.
You know, but when you understand depths of anything, you could see an opportunity based on the pattern, based on whatever hunch or whatever information you've learned or noticed or whatever, enough for you to be like, whoa, I could do that or whatever. Same with the studio. Did you ever come to the other studio that was the candle shop?
Mm-mm.
So
this was the first one. And then you showed me the one upstairs you guys were thinking about.
Oh, yeah. The fucking candle shop. So this place, we had the e-commerce, the candle shop business. I don't know if you remember that.
You got this for that.
Yeah. And then it didn't work. And then within like 2 months, I had this motherfucker cash flowing podcast studio.
It's interesting to me because in my experience, it just opens doors. Like being active just opens doors. This idea, this business came to mind, and then there's all the whatever comes up that, well, this and that and this. You moved on it. And since you did that, you had speakers here talking about the contracting stuff, which then rolled into 1 point whatever contracts.
Yeah.
If you didn't start this podcast spot, it may have came, but like you said, you sped it up.
Yeah.
Like they came, and that's just one conversation. I don't know who else has been in here.
Bro, we've had like crazy. That's what I love about this business.
It always happens to me. I'm in real estate because of my detailing client.
Yeah.
Like each
you still
part
work with him because he was the other brokerage, right?
Yeah, he was the commercial brokerage.
So
yeah, I work with
cool?
everybody. Yeah, I don't leave on bad terms, and even if I do, I'll still come right back and circle back.
Yeah,
see what we can do. Because people change, bro. People change every day, every minute, every second.
Every second, you learn new information.
You should.
Yeah, you should learn some new information.
But it keeps open. Even reading a book, one page, bro, it changes you, and then you go, oh.
And you need to be open to. You want to talk about some crazy shit? So my family, my mom's side of the family, they're like my stepdad and stuff, just going through like some health complications, whatever, and based off bad habits, you know, like eating inappropriately, smoking cigarettes, fucking eating Hot Pockets, all the drinking soda, you know, all the bullshit, and now it's like, you know, it's progressed to a certain state where it's like you got to do something about it, or like, you know, or just jump off the fucking cliff. Like it's if you keep doing the same thing, you get the same results. But my stepdad's being stubborn about it, right? He's not really changing his lifestyle too much. And my wife asked me, like, you know, if you were faced with something like that, like death, based off like your patterns and behaviors, would you change it? And and then she listed like all the shit I like to fuck around and do. Like you would stop if you had to stop smoking weed. You couldn't eat treats.
Put your back up against the wall.
Yeah, you couldn't eat treats anymore. You couldn't fucking
whoa,
watch.
Whoa, what is this?
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah. You couldn't, like, all the shit. I was like, I really thought about it. Like, damn, what? I love fucking pastries.
Yeah.
Love weed.
Yeah.
And I love watching cartoons sometimes. Like, damn, I had to give up all that or I would die. Like, there's part of me that's like, what's the point of living? Like, you know? Which is maybe what he's thinking. But I feel like based off just, like, how much I consume and how much, like, information, it would just make logical sense to me where I'd be like, all right, fuck it. Like, you know, I'll make active changes and maybe I will still fucking sneak a donut here or there or whatever. But, you know, like, when you're doing 90% of the shit right and you fuck up like 10% of things, like, that's not enough to change your fucking momentum. Like, you know what I mean? So anyways, all that to say, it's like when you, based off what you were saying, is when you learn new information every day, and whether you want to, like you said, or not, like, you know, every day the fucking world spins and we're still, like, based on the Big Bang, we're still perpetuating through the universe. So each fucking day there's like a new space in the universe that we're in. It doesn't matter if you're in your bedroom, we're like, we have shifted and we've rotated. So there's new ether in our space. And with that, like, yeah, you might like see like something unintentionally and it will change your belief. And now what you used to believe, you need to be willing to change it. Like, you know, you need to be like, well, that based off this new shit I just learned and saw, like, that's not relevant anymore. I think this now. And, you know, and you have to be brave enough to, or have enough humiliation or whatever. I don't even know what it is that you could be like, all right, cool, I'm brave enough to do this and move forward with this because I think that this is what's right or whatever. So I don't know. My family's going through some shit, but it's all good.
I'm big on perspective. I could be wrong on this, but I'm big on mentality. You know, you probably would change, or your response to it would be the response to it because of how much you consume. Yeah. And I'm not speaking on them specifically. I'm just speaking on the masses. For those that are stuck and for those that are having a hard time with their mental, with their physical health, how much do you consume?
That's a bar. And everything, the content you're consuming, the food you're consuming, the fucking everything that you're consuming.
Take it even deeper. Like, how much energy? Like, what energy are you consuming? Because I don't eat, dude. My diet's terrible. But if you look at me, you would think my diet's right. I work out. This, that.
You are very skinny,
dude. My mental is. It's pretty firm. It's pretty straight. Like, we both dive into better. And even when I go to the gym, like, I'm not just going to go, well, I want to make my experience better. Well, I play basketball every Saturday. How can I get better? It's always, how can I get better? Yeah. But it's just what I consume. Yeah. Everyone that I know that's having a hard time, even myself, when I'm having a hard time, it's because I'm not consuming. So the question that I would ask the family or anyone in this stage or wherever they are, what are you consuming? And not just food, because we're unhealthy, but what books are you reading? You're probably in that state because of your mental state.
Yeah, and for sure. And like, bro, your state, like your mental state commands, like your thoughts commands like the cells in your body.
I believe it's the universe.
I mean,
I believe it is.
Well, the universe.
I believe it's it.
The universe is inside of you equally as much as it's inside of everything. So it's like a constant.
Everything just is.
Yeah, like, it's like.
God's name to me is I am, and not me. Like, I am water. That's God. I am the microphone. Like I am. Everything is just. It just is.
Yeah.
There is no right or wrong because it's perspective.
Yeah.
There is no God or devil because it's perspective and what you believe. Some don't even believe, but we're all here.
Yeah.
So it's like
exactly.
It's all perspective, and even with that, like when you're having a hard time with money, what are you reading? When you're having a hard time with your diet, what are you reading? What are you watching? What are the conversations you're having with people? Because if you're in a room with 20 healthy people, you're not going to be in that room much longer if you aren't adjusting. You're naturally going to weed out.
The problem is
and vice versa.
like, bro, America just like, there's a problem in the sense that like everyone's so separated. Like people don't even get in a room with 20 people. Everyone's just in their house.
Well, you can thank
with
the
no
internet
fucking
for that.
friends, and then
business
and that's
is very
why,
inhumane now.
Yeah, bro. And then they're just isolated. Everyone's so isolated, right? Like my friend Stephen Cohen has this like training. It's like people live in a box. They're in their like box room, and then they go in their box car, and they drive to their box job, and they sit in the box office, and then get back in the box, and then watch fucking TV on a box. And so everyone's confined to this little, and you know what it is? It's not necessarily it's a sense of poverty. It's a sense of like numbing yourself to like everything. So you just like it's easy to get sucked in that routine and not do shit and just like be in that routine. It's easy and to numb and numb and numb, and then all of a sudden 10, 20, 30 fucking years go by, and then you're just like, oh fuck, I was just going with the flow. Yeah, you know. And because it is challenging, quote unquote, to break out of the matrix, to like develop yourself, to like go into the uncertainty.
It is until it isn't.
Yeah.
Because it's hard until you hit your first million, and then, I'm going to get 10. So it's hard until it isn't.
It's so funny. Bro, Judy just said that yesterday.
And I believe that's why the events work as well, from what you were saying. Like, everybody is boxed.
Yeah.
And people don't want to be... What the problem is, the specialists don't want to be specialists. As a specialist, you need to be vulnerable to the masses.
Yeah.
The masses want the specialists, but the specialists don't want to be vulnerable. The specialists don't want to get in front of a camera. The specialists don't want to get on stage and say, hey, I'm the best. This is what I bring to the table. If you're not working with me, you're messing up. Because the following question, they don't want to deal with the following question after that.
What's that question?
Well, whatever it may be. Whatever the objection, the objection doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What matters is, can you confront it? Can you stand in front of it? Can you confidently respond?
Right.
Most people don't want to tell you no. They want to give you your money. What they care about is, are you confident?
Yeah, you're gonna do it. I mean, what I fucking care about is the job gonna get done.
Again, authority over experience. Because I know people that have a lot of experience that suck, and I know people that have no experience and host the room. They're closing all these. It's like, how the heck is this happening? Yeah, the confidence. But it's a big, dude. I believe it's a big disconnect. And all of this is hard. This podcast room is hard until it isn't. Yeah. I bet it's not hard for you now.
I mean, yeah, it's everything.
Or at least as hard as it was in the beginning.
You know, you just have to stay on point. Like what you're saying, like the way you say it, it's like you stay active. Like the way I look at it is like I put energy into being on point all the time. Yes. Like there's it's Saturday, bro, and fucking tomorrow's Sunday, and I checked emails. I'm on point with everything. You know what I mean? I'm on point with the fucking diet. I'm on point with everything, and like so as long as I stay on point and I'm putting energy into that, like I can't fall off. You know what I mean? No matter how the market shifts, no matter what fucking happens.
I hope people take note on that. I really do. Because the same people will be like, well, why is Oscar winning? Yeah. Like, why has Oscar got the watches? How is he wearing the sneakers to the ground? Like, how does he do this? They're $400, $500. How? Yeah. You just said it. You just said it.
It's because it's hard, bro. Like,
until it isn't.
But it's never not hard, though. Like, you know what I mean? Going into this industry for you, it's not hard. You know what I mean? Going to the gym is not fucking hard. Like, it's always hard. You just become better. Like, you get stronger. You get more fucking sharp. And then your base level bullshit, like, motherfuckers is weak, bro. Like, motherfuckers is pussy. Like, for real. Like, they can't get out here. They're not lions, bro. Like, it's funny because I got all charged up when, you know, they're like, we're getting closer to that $118,000 deal. And I'm like, whoa. And Lola, like, saw me and she's like, whoa, dude. Like, what is this guy? Who is he? He seems dangerous, you know?
I've seen this before.
Yeah, he looks dangerous. I was like, I'm a fucking lion. And she's like, Dad, you're not a lion. I'm like, I'm a lion. Yeah, you know, so like, but yeah, you get better and stronger and better and stronger. And people that never started, like, are just, it's fucking hard. Like, they couldn't even think about, like, if you think of weight, like, if you're just starting, you can not fucking bench 400 pounds. Like, you know, you can't do it. It's literally physically impossible. But every day you're like, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. All of a sudden you're like 400, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And everyone's looking around. Look at this weirdo.
Yeah.
Like, no, bro, I've been at this forever.
And that's what it takes, bro. It's just a little bit of effort and a little bit of fucking facing your fears and looking in the mirror. But like I said, motherfuckers is pussy and they're scared and they're weak because they don't want to look at their own mirror and see what the fuck is wrong with them and change it and become a better person. And like, I do that daily, bro. I'm daily looking at my fucking numbers. Like, I'm fucking up. I'm daily looking at my like, I'm on it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you can't fall off when you're just trying your hardest all the time, you know?
Again, right back to those same people that aren't. Ask yourself that same question. Are you going as hard as Oscar is?
Or yourself. You shouldn't measure. It's not to measure against.
Well, from what you're seeing, from what if someone's consuming this and is watching and is watching and is watching, it's the same thing for like show me your friends and show you your future.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if your friends are winning, like that they're setting the bar. Like that's where you at least need to be.
Yeah.
Like if that's your room and that's who you seek to be, they're not gonna just come and just bring you along. Like you gotta wanna match that energy and then exceed it to the next room.
And they're like, don't like, I mean, you're an entrepreneur, you know too, like it's like there is sacrifice, like sacrifice from it and much. risk and sacrifice, like and not only that, you sacrifice and still risk. You're like, sacrifice, risk, hopefully it works out. If not, you're double fucked. You know? And
for sure.
I've been double fucked lots of times.
And
that's how you develop the skill too, though. So it's not like it's easy, like you're saying, until it's not. But it's not that it's not easy. It's you just got better and stronger.
New challenges pop up.
Yeah, and
that's
it's different.
Why it's not just gonna be easy. Because as soon as it's easy, boom, another one.
Yeah, and you just overcome it, bro. I mean, and that's how I felt with like getting into this government contract. I'm starting to see the pattern of it because I've been like spending so much time on it. But like, it was like challenge, bro. Like, you know, you do all this shit, bro. You submit all this paperwork. You fucking spend hours reading the shit. You're like, everything, bro. It takes a lot of energy to do it. And you finally fucking submitted everything. And then you like wake up the next morning, it's like fucking 7 of the things you did were wrong, like, and they're not accepted. And they tell you how to fix it, but it's like, fuck.
You gotta
now I gotta go back one by one, like, you know what I mean? And go through the challenges. And it was crazy because I remember just sometime this week, I don't remember. That exact thing happened. I submitted all the shit. I was like, fuck yeah, submitted everything. Next day, boom, 4 things not right. You got to redo them. And then there's a deadline, like a time, like a ticking, like if you don't do it, you're fucking out, like, you know, between this time. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm like calling everybody, you know, calling the insurance agent back and forth, emailing fucking city of Oklahoma back and forth and like fucking waiting for my documents. And it's like, everything's done. And I'm just like, now I'm just waiting for all of them to submit the papers back so then I could submit them. And it was like just in the nick of time. And I submitted it. And I like felt so good after. It's like such a triumph. Like, yes, fucking victory, bro. Like, you know. But
I'm a lion.
Yeah. But I felt so defeated that morning, you know. Like, I was like, oh, fuck. I don't know if I can keep doing this shit, dog. Like, you know, the defeat, the like up and down roller coasters for real. Like, you know.
It's part of it. If you can't deal with that, then I definitely don't recommend.
You shouldn't get into business. Because
it doesn't go away. Like, bro, it's whatever business you start, it's there.
Yeah.
It's going to be there as long as you operate it. But the growth, bro, the growth is everything. What are you consuming? The more you consume, and every time I get around you, you're telling me, I can see it, I can smell it, I can feel. Like, there's so much more to you every time I bump in. And then you open your mouth and the knowledge comes out. It's like, oh, wow. Like, you can tell. Like, not just from, like, visually what you see.
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't have, even in the journey, like, you don't have to be flamboyant and scream that you're winning. Like, bro, it shows. People see. And not to rub it in their face, but it's like, dude, it's
the Drake song.
It works.
He's like, I don't like to win. I like to be petty about it.
Bro, I think it's worth it. It's put on the show.
You know what's crazy too is I remember like when everyone used to say no to me in the very beginning, I just remember, bro, being like, I'm fucking can't wait till I'm going to just come back and I'm going to shit on all y'all motherfuckers. And now, like, not that I'm at that level, I couldn't even, like, I even feel bad for having, like, the success of, like, even just my, like, intermediate family, like, you know, my cousins and stuff that I want to reach out to. But, like, I want to reach out to help them, but I feel like it would hurt them for me to, like, reach out and help, like, you know, because of, like, the energy they would have towards me. So, like, or they wouldn't accept the help, or, like, you know, and so that makes it hard. Like, I would never, like, not that I feel embarrassed or sad or anything about it. I'm extremely proud of everything I've built and done, but it is, like, a hard, like, yeah, I don't know how to describe it, dude. I just feel bad for them to where it breaks my heart, and I want to, like, be helpful.
You want to help.
And then, but also it's like the maybe envy or jealousy of, like, the anger that they would have towards me would hurt me from, like, trying to be open and, like, help and, like, you know, so it's like, I don't know. And I would never fucking say, like, the more I learn and the more I know, it's the more that I know that I don't know. And I would never in a million years now go back and shit on anybody, bro. And it doesn't matter how. I would go back to try to help them, you know.
Well, I forget the verse, but I think there's something in the Bible that says something along the lines of, you know, when you're ready to be the student, the teacher arrives.
Yeah.
And my grandma always tells me, because I had these conversations too, and it's, you have the knowledge, but the point to the journey, it isn't, she always tells me the point to the journey isn't to help people. The point of the journey is to help yourself. When the people are ready for you, they'll come to you for help. But the problem is we focus on helping people and we don't focus on ourselves. And then when it's time to help, we can't really help because we weren't helping ourselves.
That's so bars right there.
The mission in life is, you said it earlier, and it's something to always remember because I forget it. I'm talking to myself too. The mission in life is to work on you. So when someone needs you, they get the best you.
Yeah, that's bars as fuck.
That's
and you
life.
know, there's I think in the law of human nature it was saying, like, it's such an arrogant human thought to think that you could change someone. Like, you can't change anyone. They have to be wanting to change. And then when they come for help, you're in a position to help. Exactly what you're saying. Like, but to think that you could help somebody and change them when they don't want to fucking be helped or changed, like, it's like, you have better fucking odds of, like, you know, because fucking moving a mountain.
People won't change until they're ready to change. And it happens all the time. We want to help people more than they want to help themselves. But that becomes the block. It becomes the block of you. The mission, and some call it selfish, and it even hurts my feelings to even say it. But the mission isn't to help our family. The mission is to help ourselves. So they get the best Oscar when they come to Oscar. That's the whole thing with life, with business, with kids, with the diet, with fashion, with it all. If you don't look the best, when someone comes to you and says, hey, how do I look this part? You can't, you're shorting them. How do you have, how are you such a, I'm having kids and I can't really figure this out. Help me, Oscar. And if you aren't aligned with the family at home, you can't help the new father coming in. But if you are focused on you, not focused on teaching someone how to be the best dad, just focusing on being the best dad, someone is going to come that needs your help, and you will be able to help them accordingly. We're not here to help the masses. We're here to help specific people.
That's facts, bro.
But you got to be aligned. And it's hard to do that, though, because we want to help. And it's always our family, bro. It's always the mom. It's always the cousin. It's always the mother-in-law.
Sister,
it's always something
sister, brother,
that you want to help. But if you really think about it, you can't even help someone financially if you aren't financially right. Even if you want to help somebody financially right.
That's true.
I run into that all the time. I want to help a family do this, that, and the third, but I can't help because I haven't even helped myself.
Yeah, you gotta. That's true, bro. On a side note, bro, your mom's the backyard looks player, bro. I'm like, damn, I gotta get back over there.
I'm trying to finish this event up and pitch them the event. We might be doing it there.
We might do it there. Hey.
I'm just waiting for the yard to get done. Hey, look, everything's coming into play. I'm just here for the
You
ride.
said we might do it there.
Hey, things are naturally. I'm just letting things come into play here.
They pull up how they want to pull up.
It's all naturally coming in, and that's
funny.
what excites me too. I'm not forcing none of this. I'm not forcing the speakers. I'm not forcing how am I going to fund it. I'm not forcing the relationship with this. My first one was, well, how the heck am I going to create content? Oh, I got the perfect person.
Pull up.
Forget all of the people I know. I got the
I got
it's
the
not
guy.
even because you know how to work the camera.
Yeah.
It's your perspective behind the camera. It's everything that you'll bring to that event. It's so much more than I've got 6 cameras set up.
Count me in for sure. We're down, bro. Anytime we're looking to sponsor events for the pod place and stuff. And again, just a couple minutes to get the pitch off no matter what, like, you know. And you know what's crazy is
he for sure will be a speaker, bro, there. Anyone sponsoring it is gonna speak. And
it's like lightning in a bottle. I feel like I could when it doesn't matter what you're selling or anything, when you're living life in a certain manner that's like electric, and people don't see like that youthfulness, like, I mean, you have kids, so you see like fucking funny, like belting laughs and like big smiles and you know, love and all that stuff. But like when people that don't have that access to that, when they see someone like living their life like on their terms and they have like radiant smile and positive energy, it's like a fucking spectacle, bro. Like people are like, who the fuck is that guy? Yeah. Like, you know. And so it does. If you focus on, again, filling your own cup, being the best version of yourself, doing your own fucking, run your own race, and when you show up to places, people will resonate. They'll just be magnetized to you because you're like so on point. You're like a fucking artifact. Like no one works on themselves that hard, or no one's as sharp at their skill as you, or whatever the case is. Like people just radiate to it, and that's what I would say to anybody thinking about sponsoring an event, or if it's worth it. It's like whatever. It's a great way to connect directly to the market and impact people. And I think business is all just relationships. Like the more relationships you could build, like the more you can impact people to take action with you. And they'll want to take action with you because they'll love what you have going on. So definitely encourage anybody else that wants to sponsor this event. What's it called?
I can't tell you.
It's top secret.
I'll tell you off the camera.
So where can the fucking people find you, dog?
Shoot, everywhere. Austin Aalcorn is my name, but you can search me everywhere. Austin Aalcorn on Instagram. Go Automotive is my detailing business.
Let's go.
And you'll be seeing a lot of us all over the place.
Let's go.